truth be told, social media is not a market. It is not a market, and it is not a conference room. Social media is a channel that can either improve your market or bring on new leads to your market. And what have many of the Ugandan brands done? They go, if for example it is a restaurant, they will take a photograph of a plate that has got some food stuff on it and say this plate is 8,000. The price is not what people want to eat. People want to see that you actually can tell them exactly what you prepared at the back, in the kitchen, at the background. They don't want to eat the money that you have put there. And I see many of us, and this is the reason I really think starting micro is always a good platform for setting a macro agenda. Because when you have a few people in society that really understand what is going on and how these things are affecting the market and what exactly needs to be done, then we are setting a trend that is going to improve brands. Not only people are going to read what you're doing, but people are going to copy what you're doing and try to perfect it. So in a way, you are giving people a leeway to understand how things work. But also you have challenged them that what you're doing is not the best thing. So for me, my experience is really, really diverse because I've been into blogging, I've written articles for different brands, and I felt like writing does not give you the entire feedback. What we have now is what gives you the feedback. Because when you encounter people that have done the practical campaigns, when you run into people that are doing the real works on ground, then that gives you a very, very good thing on how you can be able to handle the campaigns or any other content that the brand runs. And lastly, maybe one of the things I may need to share, one of our driving factors as to why we have to come up with this kind of conversation, which I know is not only healthy for people that are in this field, but one of the things I really think we need to work upon is we need to get Ugandan brands, sell them to the Ugandan people, and selling them at the right price. Because I have seen so many brands that believe we need to use a foreign name, we need to use a foreign brand, we need to use a foreign agent to sell our story. Yes, they have got the capacity to scale, but they may not give you the long-term goal of what you're looking for. Because if you're going to be hiring someone to do analytics for you from India, yet they are Ugandans who have done a lot of data research, they are Ugandans that have done a lot of computer science, we are not getting leverage. That Kenya beats that time. Because those guys have got the capacity. And intentionally, without doubt, intentionally the governments fund all the projects and all that, and intentionally they go out to call on certain actions to happen. So if they have a campaign for tourism, the government is ready to invest in that campaign. If they have a campaign for agriculture, government is ready to invest in that campaign. And I think that's the kind of conversation that we need to start having. Because if we are not ready to invest, then it is going to be hard that we get mileage. And that is the truth. If a brand is not willing to invest, even in graphic designers, you're not going to have a visual on digital platforms that is really making sense for the brand. So you need to invest, and then also we need to tell people that this is not a free service. It is only free if you quit the platform. Because you're investing time, you're investing resources in terms of people, you're investing your intellectual and capital, to create content and create all this kind of stuff. And that's why I'm very happy that Moha is here, because I know he's really done a lot, and I always love to follow up people that I know are creating value in society, because it's not every day that you have someone trying to educate someone out there. And I have seen him trying to correct a lot of messes online, and I have seen tweets being deleted. I have seen that. So, which means people tweet things not bearing in mind the impact that it can cause, but also they tweet or maybe they write content forgetting what somebody out there perceives of what they are writing. So for me, my take is, it may not matter how many people go out and speak a message that is positive. The thing is, that matters is the individual that is able to correct the wrong things that brands are doing. I have always been telling the people I'm engaging with, and I see it's changing, but if you brands still go ahead to say I'm selling a Samsung S6 at 2.8 and you are an outlet, the Samsung S6 has got its values, it's got a lot of content within it that people need to understand. It is not a price tag, and you know, it's not every day that you just wake up and say, all we want is we want to buy a Samsung at 2.8. People, natural law has it that people love to take value. So they just don't love to buy a commodity. They love to take value that is held in that commodity. So my take is, we need to educate people. We need to really, be out there helping each other to spread the right message, but also to be able to get leverage out of these platforms. Because if we spend a lot of our time creating things that are not creating any engagement, then you're creating a lot of, I won't call it nonsense, but you know what would suit like, because you're spreading a lot of noise. You're spreading a lot of noise, and people are not learning out of it. So for me, my take is, one, if we're going to help somebody else out there who is starting a business or he already has a business running, then one of the biggest things that we've really got to do, we have got to educate them.